Now for the top story tonight, Senator Cruz already on the job. He joins us from Brooklyn. So am I making any mistakes in my analysis, Senator?
Well, Bill, you know, I think people across New York and across the country knew exactly what New York values means, and those are the values of liberal Democratic politicians who have been hammering this state. You know, I've been campaigning across New York, and people are stopping me literally every day and say, I know exactly what you meant, and I'm fed up with what these liberal Democrats are doing to us, the people of New York. They're the ones suffering for it. And as you noted, Donald Trump has been funding it year after year after year.
But not as a politician. You know, you ought to, just for, you know, because I give Trump some advice when he comes on here, although I guess he's mad at me now, I'm not sure. But I'll give you a little advice. You know what you should do? Hold a press conference in Penn Station. Hold a press conference in Penn Station. Take a look at what's happened to that place under the uber-liberal Mayor de Blasio. But the perception of New Yorkers, and almost 10,000 people showed up to hear Trump speak at Bethpage on Long Island. Perception is you're a Texas guy, a Bible Belt guy. You don't understand us up here. You know, that's what is going around.
Let me tell you, yesterday I was in the Bronx, and I had a meeting with Hispanic and African-American pastors who were... It was a tremendous gathering, and it was interesting. It was hosted by a Democratic state senator named Ruben Diaz, who's an elected Democrat representing the Bronx in the New York State Senate. And he brought up New York values. He said, you know what, I know exactly what you meant by that. And he brought up that Andrew Cuomo, the governor, said if you're pro-life, if you support traditional marriage, if you believe in the Second Amendment, there is no place for you in New York State. And Senator Diaz, a Democrat, he said, I'm a Democrat, but my Democratic governor said there's no place for me as a pastor.
But, Senator,
Trump doesn't sort of liberal intolerance.
Right, but Trump doesn't subscribe to any of that. Look, you're to the right.
Of course he does. He funded it.
No, but he funded it as a businessman.
If you write checks.
You can have two lives.
But no, Bill.
Yeah.
He wrote 2 checks to Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. He didn't have to do that to build.
Why do you think?
To do any real estate.
You know how they play
the
game here. Look, I'm going to tell you
this. No, that's not true. I know lots of businessmen who've never given a check to Hillary Clinton.
You are more conservative than Trump.
Bill, it's actually not a question of being more conservative or not. If you're fed up with the corruption of Washington, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are flip sides of the same coin. Hillary Clinton has made millions of dollars selling power and access in Washington, and Donald Trump has made billions of dollars buying power and access in Washington, buying people like Hillary Clinton.
He did it as a businessman.
But he's part of the corruption. He's part of the corruption.
Right.
He's funded open border Democrats for 40 years. And the people of New York are hurting. You know, you want to see what New York values look like? Look at Mayor Bill de Blasio, a liberal Democrat. That politician, right after he got elected, one of the first things he did is he tried to shut down charter schools in Harlem, tried to throw young African-American and Hispanic kids out of schools that were giving them hope, because he's so much in hot to the union bosses and teachers.
You're running against Trump, and that's what I want to get back to. Now,
but Trump is responsible for the policies he's supported.
I'm not buying it. You and Kasich have got to keep Trump.
I know. You defend him a lot, Bill. That's your prerogative.
I defend him on points that I think are valid, but I go after him, and that's why he's not on the program, because he's mad at me. All right? But
he's terrified to debate. As you know, I invited him to debate on your show, and he's terrified to debate because he doesn't have any real solutions.
All right, hold it.
He doesn't have any real answers.
You and Kasich have got to keep him under 50%, okay? If you do, then you both pick up some delegates. If you don't, he gets the whole deal. So he's going to go, and he's going to go out. He's going to do what he's doing, Lion Ted. I don't know what he calls Kasich this week, but he'll figure out a name. And I'm just wondering what your positive message is to New Yorkers. I mean, what are you selling us? What are you selling us?
So we just did a rally in Schenectady that had thousands of people standing in line. And my positive message is the exact same thing I focused on every day in Wisconsin, and we won a landslide victory in Wisconsin. It is 3 things. It is jobs, freedom, and security. My #1 priority as president is bringing jobs back to America.
All right, now,
if I'm elected president, we will repeal Obamacare.
We don't know all that. But in New York specifically, You got a governor who's not going to frack, okay? If you fracked, you'd help upstate New York like crazy. You, as president,
now those are New York politician values, taking away jobs because you ban fracking.
But you're not going to force Cuomo to frack. You see, I don't know how you're going to bring jobs to New York specifically. I got 30 seconds.
Well, let me answer you, Bill. You bring jobs to New York by repealing Obamacare, by passing a flat tax, by abolishing the IRS, by reining in the EPA and the federal regulators, by stopping amnesty and ending sanctuary cities, and we'll see millions of high-paying jobs. We'll see wages rising, and we'll see young people coming out of school with opportunity and with 3, 4, 5 job offers again. That's what this election's about. Jobs and raising wages for working Americans who corrupt Washington has been leaving behind.
All right. So if you do the press conference in Penn Station, I'll go. I want to see that, because that place is unbelievable. It's like New Delhi, India. That's what it looks like now. All right, Senator, we always appreciate you coming on. I'll continue to try to convince Donald Trump to debate you here in the factory. That'll be big if that ever happens. Thank you.